Hi, this is Mike from Minimal3DP, and today I'm going to talk about the various tools I've put together over the past couple of years as I'm working on the electronics in my printers to make new connections and to change connections. And I just want to go over these tools in this quick 5-minute tips and tricks video. Before I start talking about individual tools, I just want to show you the methodology I use when trying to buy tools on Amazon. Particularly, I'm needing to do this on a budget, and I'll show you my technique for finding what's the best tool and to look through things. I have a little bit different way that I use Amazon, particularly when I'm looking at an item and I'm not sure what I want to buy. I use several extensions to look for fake reviews, and so I use that. But then one of the other things I do, and this again may or may not help with the fake reviews, I'll scroll down, and when I get to this section, the additional information, I go ahead and look and see, okay, these side cutters have a category on Amazon, so I'll click on those, and I can go down and look and see how Amazon ranks things. This Irwin set is ranked higher, but those I wanted something a little cheaper, so I picked the number 2 one on Amazon. So that's just my silly way of pulling things together on Amazon. Hopefully that helps you as well. The first tool I wanted to get was, I had the cheaper Snips that come with my various printers, but I went ahead and tried to find a nicer pair off Amazon, and these are the ones I selected, and I'll put a link to these in the video notes. The next tools I went ahead and purchased are some wire snips, and I have this pair I got at Lowe's. They hold the wire in here and then pull it apart. I actually don't like these and don't use these very much. I use this set I got off Amazon. What I like about these is I can go ahead, you put the wire in, and then it strips it, but I can sit here and move this little measurement tool to get the perfect length for how far I want to cut. And in this case, I have it set for about 3 millimeters, which is perfect when using JST connectors. So again, I got these off Amazon, and I'll put a link below. I'm going to go ahead and mention these Snips as well. I got these for I believe $1.50 at Harbor Freight, and this is sort of a one-size-fits-all, but what I found, these Snips are best for wires that are cloth covered, so your heater elements and those types of wiring. Again, those are cloth type wires, and they don't strip too easy, but I found that this, again, cheap little tool is perfect for that, and it does a great job of stripping off that cloth covering. There's 2 different types of JST connectors you can get. There's this type, and a lot of people use these on YouTube. I happen to use these, and if you look towards the top, you'll see my video on using JST connectors. And I found this one's the easiest to use, and I can almost set up the connectors first shot I do. And this tool makes it extremely easy. And again, it's not too pricey. The last big tool I use is this tool to connect ferrules, to crush them on my wires. I use this to make my printers more safe. This tool actually came with assorted connectors. I will point out that this is a cheap box, and it's real easy to drop your connectors all over the floor and then have to spend an hour and months later picking up these little connectors that are everywhere. But again, this tool was, I think, about $20 on Amazon, and that included the tool and the connectors. Now, switching over to connectors, ones you should have on hand is you should have JST connectors on hand. The JST XH 2.54 millimeter connectors, and really you're using, probably if you're doing any types of rewiring, you're using a lot of these. These are the types of connectors that are on almost everything. These connectors, and then in some cases these 3-prong, and there's also some 4-prong connectors as well. So I go ahead and keep these on hand. And this set from CQ Robot, and I use CQ Robot a lot. I like their connectors, so I use those. And then the last set of connectors I keep on hand is again from CQ Robot, and I use these little connectors, and I've started putting these on most of my hot ends as well as thermistors. And this way I can just disconnect, instead of like on the Ender 3, the thermistor block is one solid wire between the hot end and the motherboard. And so I'll use these little connectors to add a splice in, so that way instead of having to rewire that whole wire and thread it through the loom for the wiring, I can just again change stuff right close to the hot end. So I use these a lot as well. And again, these are worth having as part of your toolbox. Now, over the years, I've also collected a whole bunch of other assorted connectors. What I recommend is over time build up your toolkit, and by having these various tools and connectors on hand, you'll be able to take care of and connect anything you need. Above, I've gone ahead and linked videos, some videos I've done about using various connectors, so you can see those. This is Mike from Minimal3DP. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. And again, all the various tools I've used, I put links in the video description. Hope you have a good day. Thank you for your time.